Hi, today I'm going to be informing you guys about sexual orientation. So, what is sexual orientation? Sexual orientation is the feeling, attraction, romantically, physically, that you feel for another person. Some of the topics that I'm going to be covering are transgender, homosexual, bisexual, and asexual. So, first, we're going to start off with transgender. Transgender is when you don't connect with the sex that you were biologically born as. So, for instance, if you're born a boy, but you think that you're a girl on the inside, you don't, you're not like masculine, if that makes sense. You, you're a girl, essentially, just trapped in a man's body. So only 3% of Americans actually have said that they identify as transgender, which isn't a lot when you come to think about how much the actual population is. Like 3%, not 3%, 0.3% of Americans only said that. It's estimated roughly about 700,000 people say that they're that, but that's not that many compared to the overall spectrum. They are actually at a higher risk of suicide, and it's like because they feel like they can't be who they are because of the way society says. Society says, oh, you're a man on the outside, so you're a man. Like, you have to be all this and all that. But really, you on the inside, you're like, no, but I like makeup, and I like getting my hair done, and I like getting my nails done, and I like all this feminine stuff. But because society says, no, you're a man, you can't like that, you, you just, you don't, you try and kill yourself. I think it was 40 something percent, 41, 42% actually have, of that 0.3% have said that they have tried to commit suicide compared to like the 2% of the general population. So that's a huge significance of people. So the second topic that I'm going to talk to you about is homosexuals. And homosexuals are people who are romantically and physically attracted to people of the same sex. There's a good majority of Americans that have actually come out as being homosexual, whether that's a lesbian or whether that's being a gay male. It's about 10 million people in America that compared to the overall population, which is like a huge significance compared to like the 0.3 of Americans that are transgender. There's more gay males than there are lesbian females. Sorry. I guess I don't, you know. So next we're going to move into bisexuals. Bisexual is where you are attracted to both men and women at the same time, whether you're a male attracted to men and females or females attracted to men and women. There's not that many, if I remember. I believe that there's like maybe 10%, anywhere between 5 and 10%, or less, maybe less, I don't remember, that have actually identified as bisexuals. But compared to lesbians, there are more females that are saying that they identify as bisexuals as opposed to being full-on lesbians. So I guess because there's less lesbians, there's more women that are on the fence. They're like, oh no, I'm not a lesbian, I'm a bisexual. And then the last one we're going to talk about is asexuals. Asexual is where you don't have any physical or mental or any kind of attraction towards another person. It's not, they're not celibate. They do have sex with people, but they don't, they do it because it's like the social norm, not because they really want to. There's not really that much that's known about it, so it's kind of like iffy, but it's not a disorder. There's only like maybe 1% of the population that identify as asexual, so there's still a lot to learn about it, but it's definitely a thing. So as we've discussed transsexual or transgender, sorry, homosexuals, bisexuals, and asexuals. I'm going to end this with a quote from Lance Bass that says, "It doesn't matter what color, sex, religion, age, sexual orientation, etc. Everyone should have the same freedoms and liberties." Personally, I 100% agree with him. It doesn't matter what you are as long as you are safe and you're informed and you're comfortable in your own skin. So that's it. Thank you guys.